We're coming to you from the gates of Parliament, where a protest march just finished and a memorandum handed over to a representative of government at the end of Women's Month, which is supposed to be a month to celebrate women. Instead, it has become yet another month where gender-based violence is front and center of what this month is supposed to be. This protest march comes after the death of Zenande Tshazibane, who was 25 years old and who was killed in June. And this after she had gone to the Philippine Magistrates Court to get a protection order against her ex-boyfriend. Now, as far as we know, as we're speaking to you right now, there has been no arrests in this matter. And as I said, it's supposed to be a month to celebrate women, and here we are again talking about the scourge of gender-based violence and murder that just doesn't seem to end. Now, the march is led by Zuko Mdai. He's the convener of Justice for Zenande initiative, and he's going to talk to us now about the purpose of them gathering here today. Thank you so very much for your time here. Why did you march today despite your small numbers?
I think we march here to raise the voice that was silenced during the killing of Zenande Tshazibane, and we also raise the voice of many other women that are victims of gender-based violence. This march is a culmination of many other events that took place before today. We had a march to the Nyanga police station on the murder of Zenande. We had a walkabout and a march around Kukuletu together with Kukuletu SAPS on the killing of Aisha. We also understand that there are victims that reached out to us. The victims from Kailicha that reached out. So this is a culmination of many events that highlight gender-based violence and how it is continuing unabated.
What are the demands, some of the key demands that you made to government today?
One of the key demands is the convening of an ad hoc committee to deal decisively and coordinate government response with regards to gender-based violence, because the problem is that the government seems to be responding in isolated attempts, because you get an SAPS that completes the arrest and then that case is moved to justice and where it is failed. So it is for this need that we say there must be an ad hoc committee that includes the Department of Police, the Department of Justice, that includes the Department of Women, Children and People with Disabilities, so that there can be a government coordinated event. We also demand for a declaration of the state of emergency, because it can't be that gender-based violence is annually announced as a pandemic.
Yes.
When there was COVID, it was announced that we have a second pandemic, that is GBV. So I'm saying there must be action from the part of government, not just a symbolic announcement of GBV as a pandemic. Yes, so those are the key demands.
Within your community, what would you actively like to see happening on the ground if you could have it your way from today onwards?
I think the immediate, as a community-led response to GBV, is the mobilization of men. This moves from the premise that every man is a potential perpetrator of GBV, because most people are not killed by people they don't know. They are not killed by people that we as a community don't know. So if we could mobilize men, young boys in particular, so that we are able to avert them from becoming actual perpetrators. And secondly is for the community to stand up and raise their voice and respond positively to issues of GBV.